Where is it written that all our dreams must be small
Welcome back. We actually do have a game for you this time. It's good news, not bad news. So that's fine. That's all good. We have Spirit Gaming versus Jobless. I'm Uncooked Pasta. I'm joined by Velocity, and we actually have a game. So that's cool.
We are happy to actually have a game. For once, we don't have a team that's forfeiting on us.
Yeah.
But anyway, Spirit Gaming and Jobless, the battle of first and second. This could be interesting. This could decipher, is that the word? The standings. Obviously, they are tied for points, both on 12.
Yeah.
4-0 currently in the league. So I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely going to be hopefully a close game, and right down to the wire.
Yeah, so if we do have the map bands up, we can reveal that the map we're going to is going to be Villa, which is actually the game that we were going to have with the White Tigers Academy versus Blue Jays Talents game. So thank God that we only have one Villa, because two Villas in an evening, I might actually cry.
Yeah, well, one Villa is enough, let alone multiple.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. So yeah, we should be nearly getting into the game shortly. So yeah, like you mentioned, this is first place versus second place. Now, technically third, considering the results of the previous match, but it's only 5 rounds that split these two teams. Both teams are on 28 rounds, but Jobless have lost 15, whereas Spirit Gaming have lost 10. So it's all very close. I'm just going to check the previous results to see. So we have had a few appearances from Jobless on Villa. They beat Blue Jays Talent 7-5, and they beat Team Guardians Alpha 7-5. And then looking across for Spirit Gaming instead, this looks like it's the first time they've actually played Villa this season. So we don't really have too much to go off on here, but Jobless, they seem to be a pretty good team. They have both been close matches, but they have been doing pretty well on their defenses, looking like 4-2 splits both times, and then a 3-3 attack half is all you really need.
Yeah, I mean, well said, well said. We are now just waiting for the players to be ready.
Yep.
So we can then get this game underway. And well, as I say, game is ready. We're underway in Villa. Spirit Gaming starting on the defense, and then Jobless on the attack.
Yeah, heading over to the sunny countryside of Tuscany for this one. Spirit Gaming are going to be starting us off with the first op ban here. Interesting all chat, as always, especially when you have Jobless in a game, so not really too surprised about that one. But another thing that isn't really a surprise is the fact that Nock's been taken off the board.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you said, not a surprise.
No, absolutely not. What?
What a Jobless planning.
Yeah, this team's a bit of a meme team, but
yeah,
a Grim ban is still. Yeah, okay.
I can understand a cat can ban.
That makes sense. Yeah, but
Grim.
Well,
if this is gonna be a meme team, then it's gonna be an easy cast for us. And then the last ban being Azami, which again, very understandable. So Nock, Grim, Cat Cam, and Azami.
Brilliant. That's what we love to see.
These are new Pro League bans, ladies and gents.
Oh yeah, no, Grim's actually very in meta right now, so it makes sense to ban him off. That I'm talking absolute waffle.
Absolute waffle, mate. All right. Ayana, Ash, Lion, Dokubi, and Kali on Jobless. So well, I mean, nothing special really, is there?
No, I mean the Kali's a bit. of an eyebrow raiser. You can say that for sure, but
they are also aviator, so it could just be putting Callie on the
Yeah.
Ox balcony, using her little, I don't even know what they're called, the things to get rid of
the
wall.
LV explosive lancers.
Yeah,
There
explosives, and then like that you've got the breach open. So could be going that, or we could be seeing some 2010 BO2 trick shots coming out here.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Ah.
Oh god, I'm worried. Okay, the Kali has been switched away from. JJF5 instead going to go over to the Zephyr. Which makes sense. Nuxos just giving away the position of the flank drones because, you know, of course. It wouldn't be a Jobless game without a little bit of trolling.
Just what they do best,
period.
is it not?
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. Slayers gets the first pick. That's going to be Hodka taken down, which is it's in very surprising, very quick entry actually into that ground floor, just making full use of the map control. Actually, they're pushing up red already. They are not wasting any time.
Very, very quickly, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. There is one kill, but it's 4 versus 2.
Already now 4 versus 1. What has happened here?
Okay.
What has happened? Jobless has just steamrolled him. What on earth has happened there?
That is ridiculous.
Is that the quickest round in Talent League?
I mean, it's certainly got to be up there, right? Surely.
How long was that round?
I think that was over within a minute of the action phase, definitely. Like, that's a very quick
mean...
That's quite funny.
That is very quick. Well, if it's gonna be those rounds or that sort of pace, and it's gonna be a quick match for us. We see 1-0 Jobless. We're going back to Aviator. We're gonna give it one more try. I mean, is that a sensible idea considering what's just happened?
I mean, it's not really like there was any sort of strategically wrong. They just kind of got rolled over. So, yeah. I mean, sure.
Maybe they'll change something up. Maybe we'll have like 2 people roaming instead of 1.
Maybe.
I mean, Warden and Legion are probably some of the 2 of the best roaming operators in the game. So we're just gonna find out.
Yeah, Legion does have the intel along. I'd maybe consider seeing an Oryx instead of a Warden roaming, but then Warden does have... Because Warden's kind of like the only reason you bring Warden is to deny like a Ying, and that's generally like execute utility, so you want that on the site. Nuxos nearly getting taken out, but it's actually the opening kill to come from Koblos in return. Takes out Choco, which means that this time the opening pick does go towards Spirit Gaming, and it's a 4 versus 4 though, as the trade did come through, and it's a bit of a slow round this time. However, Slayers is on this zombie position, finds a massive double kill straight away, and Spirit Gaming have crumbled yet again. However, Jobless do not have the diffuser. It's not going to matter though. JGF5 have won with the Claymore, and that's an easy shutout. What a round from Jobless, and Slayers just walking in, finding 2. That shouldn't happen.
I mean, I'm glad you were casting that, because I think if that was me, I wouldn't have been able to comprehend what was going on.
I'm just better.
A massive double kill, a massive flick. I don't even know who did that. Who was ever Sophia? JGF5, I think. It was.
Oh yeah, JGF5 versus Sophia, yeah.
But that was insane.
Round 2 is finished, and with the 3-minute delay on the stream, it's still the first round. That is how fast these rounds have been.
Wow, wow. These are quick rounds. Jobless clearly... I'm going to take a stab in the dark, but Jobless are quite clearly a strong roster. I could be wrong. I mean, it is too early to tell. It may only be round 3, and we all may think, oh well, Jobless got this in the bag. Well, you'd be surprised the amount of teams that cripple on defense.
Yeah,
after having a very, very strong attack, and obviously vice versa.
let's just say though that Jobless is a team that is full of players that have played in national leagues, right? You've got
No,
Stacks
I don't
and
disagree.
you've got Stacks and
other
Socko. They've played in Benelux. JJF5 has been all over the shop. PG Nats, you name it, he's been there.
He's
So
done that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I think we already know which way this this game is going in, but I mean, we pray for Spirit Gaming.
Yeah.
That's all we can really say at this point.
Yeah.
Well, looks well, they're not in the building yet, which is always a good sign.
Yep, it's a.
And I say that Iana finds one, and then Stacks or AK, whatever we're gonna have to call him, finds the second, and now we're in a 3 versus 5, and we're looking to get into the building in our 2 versus 3, and it's all going down once again. It's all quick succession, quick kills, and Jobless are making light work of this. Now it's all up to the Wamai and the Jaeger. Falcon and I'm not even going to try and say the Wamai's name, but he does find one. That was Choco. That's Dokeby out of the situation. No more phone calls, which is always a good thing. We don't like phone calls in the middle of the game.
No, you've got to stay clued in. Yeah, this is an interesting round so far. It's a 2 versus 2. This is the closest Spirit Gaming have gotten. JJF5 actually going very low on that Zofia. Slayer, though, just pushes in and finds 2 picks right off the rip. And
Slayer is just slaying these guys on the side of Spirit Gaming, so I did that. Quite proud of myself for that one.
Yeah, no comment. But yeah, you see Nuxlos as well. Nuxlos has been the top frag for quite a lot of these games, so yeah, maybe it is a bit refreshing. Slayers is actually a new player to the roster.
I mean, he fits in perfectly, I'd say.
Yeah, fits in perfectly. Just fragging out, and that's all fine and dandy.
Just.
Oh dearie me.
Welcome to Jobless, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuning for a Jobless game. This is what you get.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just making sure, because I'm doing the stats while we cast as well, so making sure that I've got everything all correct, and indeed I do. Slayers is 6-0 right now, which is kind of ridiculous. It's been 3 rounds.
Yes, yeah, 6-0 in 3 rounds.
Yeah.
That is oh, I don't even know what it is. Like, there's no words I can say for how insane that is.
Yeah, that's an average of 2 kills per round. But again, that's an average. So yeah, it's been wild so far. And actually, looking at it, they got 1 kill in round 1, 2 kills in round 2, and 3 kills in round 3. So we might see an ace in round 5. That's all I'm gonna.
Wow. Now you've said it.
Hey, I'm just pointing out a pattern. I'm just pointing out a pattern.
Yeah, I mean, the patterns never lie. The patterns never lie. And well, 2 kills on the Jobless really quickly. That's legit. That's legit. Yeah. I'm not even gonna try and say the name, but it's all going down at once. It's kills in quick succession. We see a 1 versus 1. This is a lot closer than Jobless would have liked it. It's Stacks or AK versus Mute. I'm not gonna try and say the name because I can't do names.
There you go. Proxim finally being taken out as well. Oh, the ADS catches a flashbang as well. It's another very quick round. A minute has only just gone by, and we're in a 1 versus 1 already. Agfrey, also known as Stacks, is going to be trying to find this one. ADS is continuing to be the bane of the existence, but it's the swing from headset. SMG11 finds the head of the Lion, and that's Spirit Gaming with their first round on the board.
I did not see that happening. I thought it was going to go a very different way. But well, nonetheless, Spirit Gaming are, I mean, dare I say it, on the comeback?
It's been 1 round. Okay,
That's,
steady on. Steady on.
Okay, you're pointing out a pattern, so I'm pointing out that is the second time a round has gotten that close down to a 1v1 or a 2v2. That's the second time.
True.
So, my theory being it's going to go through a 3v3 this round.
Yeah, although
we've had a 2v2, we've had a 1v1.
As we figured out, we have had a pattern pointed out and then immediately just sort of thrown away. Like, Slayers did still get 2 that round, which is, like, just like, okay. Okay, buddy, chill out. But, yeah. I'm just doing some statistics, so bear with.
We are in kitchen this time. No doubt that Jobless are going to try and rush, because that is what Jobless do.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, there's not really much more we can say. I mean, Jobless have just dominated.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Coco is 2 and 3. Stax is 5 and 2. Nuxos is 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay, bit odd there. JJF5 is 3 and 1, and Slayer is 8 and 1.
Yeah. It's certainly a scoreline. Also, looking over at the other side, you've got Jacques, who's still yet to find a kill. The line scan does come through, but it's actually Jacques, there we go, spoke it into existence, who finds the opener. Taking out Stacks, which means that fate's possibly reversed here. You now have... never mind. Okay, I'm just going to stop speaking, because Noxus has found one.
Well,
and
it's all... I mean,
I just
you
keep
say you're going to
cursing
stop
people.
speaking, and we find one more, that's Coco gone.
Yeah, Choco goes down, but I seem to be cursing people, so no predictions from here on out. It's a 4 versus 3 for Spirit Gaming. 2 minutes left in the round, making it a 2 versus 4. What a peak from Falcon, taking out the player on those pantry stairs. JJF5 found through the walls as well, and while you mentioned about a comeback, it could be a 2-3 unless Nuxos can get something done here in a 1 versus 4. It doesn't look likely, but they do find the first.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did call the pattern, and I mean, you never know. Could always be right, though. We do see Ash trying to play a bit of vertical play there, and uses both her Ash charges and then drops into laundry. We've got there in the end. Doesn't have the diffuser in hand. Still 1 minute and 30 seconds, and it is a 1 versus 3. Still having that pulse on the board as well. There's no C4, though.
Yeah, but the intel's going to be huge, right? Just that the pulse can
100%.
provide. Nuxos has to dip away. Does find another. It's a triple kill on the round. It would have to be an ace for him to win this. But the thing is, still got plenty of time. 65 seconds as a rotation starts to get open through. Memorial now firmly in the control of Nuxos. The drone comes out just for a teammate to watch. Gets shot out immediately, but that's some more information gained. Found the angle, but no. Hodka's there on the other side. A nearly clutch, but shut out by Spirit Gaming. They bring it back to within 1.
Wow. This game, as we said before, before the match, we thought it was going to be an interesting game, and an interesting game it has been already. We saw, was the Jobless? It went 3-0 up, wasn't it? Or is it?
Yeah, it was 3-0.
Yeah, went 3-0 up, and now we see Spirit Gaming going 3-2, and obviously 1 round away from the role switch, and then 1 round away from a draw. So
although 3 rounds on attack, you kind of just go, you've kind of won the half already. Not obviously it is still a draw, but it's Villa, like one of the most defender-sided maps that you do have.
Yeah, so, you've most certainly won the half.
Yeah, like even going 3-3 as an attacker, that's winning the half. Like you have to be getting 4 on the defense. So Spirit Gaming, they are going to try and claw back all that they can, but you would still favour Jobless going into that second half already. And if they can get a 4th round on the board, then it's kind of set in stone already at this point. It'd need to be massive heroics from Spirit Gaming to bring it across the line on their attacks.
I'm just still in shock of everything that's gone on. I won't lie. But as much shock as I may be in, we still have to carry on. You know, we're going into the 6th round now. 3-2, and this is where things can change. This is where Jobless can pick up their 4th round on the board, or Spirit Gamer can tie it up. And we see a call coming out now from the Dokuri. That's not Noxus. I'm not even gonna. I'm just butchering names, and he finds 1. Lion scan out as well.
Yeah, that's...
And it's just 2 kills straight away in quick succession. That's Ying and Amara, or Slayer and Choco. There's Nuxos, who finds another one, and then JJF5 finds another. Now it's 2 versus 2. Legion and Mute versus Lion and Ayana. But as I say that, Stacks, he finds 1. All up to the Mute now. Mute swings out. No.
It's only been a minute. It's only been a minute here, Velocity.
I don't know what to say. They're both
Read
pushing
in-
in now.
Read
I
it in
mean,
place.
they're looking for the kill now. I mean, this is all really over for
Yeah, no
Spirit
C4
Gaming.
either.
No C4, just an SMG-11 in hand and a shotgun.
Yeah, JGR5 getting the plant as well. Oh, Headset finds another. This could be a successful 4K clutch. You do have the player on the diffuser. You do have frag grenades from JGF5 as well that Headset is going to need to bait out. The first comes through, the second as well. The fuse timer on that is going to keep things away, but now Headset immediately jumps back on the diffuser. JGF5 is rushing in, and the pre-fire comes through. It's a 4-2 half, and that was very, very close.
That was an extremely quick half. This might be the fastest Talent League game if they continue. If Jobless continue the way they have on the attack or on the defense, sorry. If they continue their pace and overall domination on the defense, then this is going to be a very quick game. Obviously, as you said, it's a 4-2 half, so only 2 rounds for them to win. 2, sorry, no, 3. Sorry, my maths is awful.
Yep.
I mean,
Indeed it is.
not really much more for me to say here. Other than we're going to Aviator.
Yeah, AVG is kind of the standard. I don't know what else to say about it. It's kind of, yeah, just that map that you always see coming out.
So, the question is though, are we going to see spawn peaks now?
Probably.
I mean, I don't think there's a probably bad. I think there is a most certain aspect that there is going to be a spawn peak from someone on Spirit Gaming. And as I said that, I believe that was Solus breaking the window. Wasn't too sure if it was a spawn peak or if it was just, breaking the window. But as I say that, Oryx.
Yeah, it's Nuke Sauce.
Nuke Sauce is looking for a spawn peak. Does he find it? A lot of damage onto the line, but no, doesn't find it. But the Amaro also does get spawn peaked. Falcon does find the refrag though. Oryx is still waiting. These guys are just. What is this? He's still spawn peeking and doesn't quite find the kill. Lion Scan comes out, forces Nuke Sauce now to move off.
Well.
This is most certainly an interesting game.
Yeah, that's for sure. And
there's not really much more we can say, really, is there?
Jobless are continuing to just type in all chat because, of course, they are. And this team are kind of making it their playground. However, we have seen that these teams, especially ones with stacks on, I'm sorry to say, usually kind of fail to make Champions Series. It might not be the case this time. However, also, the project teams that Stacks runs during qualifiers just always seem to just get pipped to the post and never reach that major league. So this high positioning for them so far could be huge because they would actually get to that major league stage. And I think Headset's down in a frost map, so that's cool.
No, not a frost map. Did you see a run out? But
yeah.
I mean, why would you run out there? But I mean, it is.
No,
but as previously said, it is Jobless. They are most certainly known to do unpredictable things, and now it's JJF5 and Choco versus I think it's is it Falcon?
Yep.
Yeah, Falcon. There's 50 seconds left. I mean, this is
He's got
the
time.
longest round we've seen so far, I think.
Yeah, well, it's got to be one of them, certainly. Another Toxic Babe comes out. It's going to prevent the push in just for a second. You've got Choco proned behind the vault door, just in a very sneaky position. Shotgun is out because obviously in that close range, it's going to be very difficult to find the pick. Falcon, though, prones behind the maps table. You've got to be aware of this position. Choco throws out the Toxic Babe, but he's not ready for the player inside of Study. And that's going to be Jobless, now up 5-2. And they're just continuing that dominance.
This is just insane, isn't it?
I mean, let's face it, it's a defensive round win on AVG. Not necessarily the most out there. It's crazier things have happened than a defender win on Aviator games, right?
Yeah, I agreed.
But the manner in which it happened, you start out with the spawn peak, it's still just like, bruh.
Yeah, it's just insane. I mean, 5-2 scoreline already. We're only into our second round of attacking. I mean, this game is probably going to be the quickest that we've ever seen in Talent League.
I know, we've seen 7-0s.
Very true, very true.
Although the manner of those 7-0s, like, we had 2 rounds finished, like, within the first minute, like, at the very start of this game, so who knows? I don't know the official timekeeping on that one, but it certainly is quite a speedy one, just by any definition of the word.
Yeah, this is... Well, let's not worry too much about what's been happening in previous rounds. When the current round is just in front of us, and JJF5 does try and jump out, doesn't find anyone though. Stacks is in Master. He's just going to be chilling there, going to be waiting for a bit of a sound call maybe, but there's not really much more he can do in that position other than wait and pray.
Also, something to point out as well. Okay, never mind. I was going to say Nuxos was 1-3, now 7-7, and Stacks actually gets found out from the skylight as well, possibly. You've got this bathroom window also being opened very early, which is where one of those kills possibly could have come through. Drones going to be coming through as well. Choco unable to deal with that intel coming through, keeping the whiffs going on the drones just for as long as possible. So Breach starts to get open. JGF5 does impact trick the summer charge away, but it is still going to be a bit of utility used. It might not even matter because there's a kill from Koblos, taking down one of the other, taking down Choco actually. So now it's just JGF5 and Slayers remaining. These two players do have the highest kills on their team, but they are against an absolute army of Spirit Gaming players, and JGF5 just walks into the angle. It's now 1 versus 5. There is some kills back in return, but Spirit Gaming very much with everything pointing their way. What an attack from them.
I mean, Spirit Gaming are eager to claw back these rounds.
Yeah, sure.
Very eager to just do their best against this side of Jobless. Shown from last round. You know, you look at that just last round there. They are clearly a strong side on attacking. It's just breaking down those walls of Jobless, and once they've broken down that very thick wall, it's a very easy round.
Yeah, for sure. That triple wall, like you mentioned, so important. Jobless are going to take us back here. But if Spirit Gaming have another similar attack, and this is the thing as well, is they won their gunfights, which is something we haven't necessarily been able to say about them previously, is that a lot of this round, there's not much strategy coming through from Jobless. I don't think they'll mind me saying that. Because they're just kind of fragging out, and we are seeing we're seeing Spirit Gaming in the rounds they've won. They've been able to stick it to Jobless in that fragging department.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, man.
Why? Just why?
Another run out, but nothing found. A little bit of damage on the Falcon, but nothing really. We are going to drop down into the basement now. JGF5 maybe looking to roam a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, you are on the Solus, so it does make sense. Breach had to come through. I was kind of hoping for a hot breach into Astro, but Spirit Gaming not quite on that wavelength. They are just going to take things a little bit slower, be a little bit more measured and controlled. They obviously do need to be aware of the players down below. They need to be aware of Nuxos as well, who is actually going to find first. So 4 versus 5, Spirit Gaming, not a great start, as Nuxos persists inside the closet, actually pushes up to the window, gets called out though by Falcon using that ARX on the Nomad just to take them down. So 4 versus 4, 1 minute gone. Spirit Gaming actually in a pretty good position. If they can get this triple wall open, then that would just be the next step.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, very good position from Spirit Gaming here.
You have got Solus and a Valk roaming downstairs though, so the
have
intel
to
you
clear
can't
them out.
plant. Yeah, you cannot plant in that situation. There's not really many places like tables where you can stand on either. So
Exactly.
you have to.
They also they have to be able to clear
Actually,
Choco out as well.
they
Choco
can plant
be-
on bricks. To be fair, they can plant on bricks.
Yeah, they can. They have to clear Choco though.
Never mind.
Choco is in such a power position here. He can deny anything. Well, doesn't
And
really
Stax
matter if
is on the
Stacks
bricks.
continues to frag out the way he just did. I think he just got a double, and it
And
doesn't really matter because
JJF5 as well.
JJF5 closes it. Jobless
Okay.
on. Is it match point now?
Yep. 6-3 match point, and that's my response
What went
to that
wrong on
one.
the side of Spirit Gaming? I mean, they were in such a power position, such a good spot, and so able to win that round.
JJF5 and
Stacks
that just kind of get their kills. And
steamrolled.
yeah, I think it was 2 apiece at the end of that round. So yeah, that happened. What do we say after that? I mean,
Not much.
not much.
Really, not much.
There's nothing really to analyze apart from Jobless win their gunfights and Spirit Gaming just aren't winning their gunfights. You've got not a single player positive on that team, which is wild. You've got one player going neutral, 7-7, but apart from that, everyone's got a negative KD. And obviously KD's not everything, but it's
Yeah,
necessary, right? You can't have every player on a team with, like, not going positive and still expect to win a game. You'd basically just have to have clutches one on time and planting the diffuser and stuff. It's not viable. You've got to have someone, at least one person, just dragging your team along.
Exactly. Wow. This could be the final round we are seeing tonight on Talent League.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's a good one.
Fingers crossed, that's for sure.
Well, we are seeing a pulse. I mean, we've only seen pulse played once so far, and that was on the side of Spirit Gaming. It wasn't really utilised as much as it could. So let's hope Choco does a better job.
Yeah. I mean, they still won the round, right?
Spirit Gaming, and well, we see
Oh,
Falcon takes down 2. That's Nuxos and Slayer both off the board.
They've gone
now.
living library. We saw it. Yes, I didn't even realise, but Spirit Gaming just flooded into the bomb site. Every defender now off site, and it's now 1 versus
It's
4.
all just gone wrong. They've turned into Jobless now. They've just absolutely rushed it. Now it's up to JJF5, and he does find himself taken down. Spirit Gaming cling on to this game for just one more round.
Yeah, 6-4 now, and we saw Living Library. I said before the cast actually to Velocity that I was like, I want Living Library just because otherwise Villa will be boring. This hasn't been a boring Villa by any stretch of the imagination, and
No.
Living Library, icing on the cake, because no one ever plays Living Library.
Exactly,
So,
and seeing it now and again is always nice,
yeah.
So it kind of goes for like some maps as well, You don't see them as much as you used to, and when you see them, then it's quite nice to have a refresher.
Yeah. However, just one more defense needed for Jobless to close the round, to close the map out in regulation time, and you kind of got to favour them. They've got AVG open, like, even if they don't win here this time, they can just play AVG again.
I don't know if you saw it, and obviously this is Jobless we're talking about.
Yeah.
They are apparently going to play seriously for 1 round. So, this could go one of 2 ways. That could have been an absolute troll, and they are having us on. Which I think is the likely option. Or we're about to see Jobless at their full potential having a proper round.
Well, they bring in the mirror. They've got, like, this seems to be fairly regular.
So I'm hoping we have one proper round.
So JGF5 did jump out.
Okay, yeah, then they're having us on. But I mean, seeing Jobless now and again doing a proper round is always nice because it doesn't just show that they're a team that will run round and gun down whoever they see. Jobless is genuinely a team that is very good.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is a team that's kind of tier 3 level, so it does seem a bit unfair that they're in the minor league, but then just do better in quals and then you qualify for major league. You know, not that
Exactly.
but yeah, it does seem like a bit of an unfortunate situation. However, Stax is just having to drop, gets caught out by Hodker actually. The study pressure was just too much. The double shotgun on the stairs though, Choco with a lovely double kill. However, it's trades back and forth, 2 versus 2 now. Choco still persisting, the SMG-11 out and finds one as well. Koblos now in the 1 versus 2. Does have Diffuser, does have access to the bomb site, but they don't know where these remaining players are. Just gonna start holding F, getting that diffuser down, and JGF5 from below is going to be making a stop to that. Choco, though, is downed, is in 1 versus 1. JGF5 does have the intel on where the diffuser will be planted, obviously playing the Solus, but on the map table this time and finds the angle. It's GG. 7 rounds to 4 as Jobless close things out as a clutch from JGF5 as well.
Yeah,
Actually,
well,
no. Well, no,
we
nearly.
finished things how we started it. I mean, that was a very quick and hectic round, and exactly how Jobless started it. And I mean, that is exactly how they finished it. Yeah, it went down to a 1 versus 1, but I mean, would we have it any other way?
No.
Most certainly not. GG's to Jobless, very well deserved 3 points. I mean, there's not very much more we can say. That was just such a quick game. Think how long actually in total was that game? Did you call about 35 minutes maybe?
About 35 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Which does not sound right for a 7-4 at all. Like, if you told
No.
me that was like a 7-2, 7-1, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be believing that. But
7-4.
7-4. Yeah.
So, I mean, that was interesting game, and I mean, I'm glad I got to cast it because I mean, it was a very good game. Spirit really did do their best to claw back those rounds, and they did in some cases. They just weren't good enough for Jobless.
Yeah. I mean, that round was just kind of a frag fest. JJF5 was shown as the in-game MVP. I'm going to be honest, the chaos kind of caught up with me a little bit. I was not able to get all the stats for that game, but actually, let's see. Where did I get lost? I got lost about round 5, which I feel like is just when things kind of just fully took a turn. But you've got just ridiculous frags. Slayers kind of cooled off towards the second half, but started out so strong.
Well, I mean, Slayer, as stated previously, that he is obviously the new members of the Jobless roster, and wow, what a way to prove your worth. I mean, definitely a good fit for the roster.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Slayers just being added yesterday, officially, obviously, just being added yesterday to this team, and it worked out pretty well. I mean, huge part of the reason they won those first few rounds. Impressive gun skill on show from Jobless, and it's kind of the same story. They just kind of outfrag everyone, find 3 points. They're now firmly cemented their place at the top of the table, 15 points. And that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much more we can say, obviously, other than GG to Jobless and Spirit Gaming, a very valiant try.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think that kind of wraps us up for this evening. We have another stream for you on Tuesday. That will be the Major League Week 6. So don't miss that. However, for tonight, we're all wrapped up. I've been Uncooked Pasta. I've been joined by Velocity. You also had Blixby earlier on. We've been delighted to bring you this game, and we've also had Epsilon running everything behind the scenes. So thank you very much all for watching, especially for sticking through that rather long break we had in the middle of things. That's it from us. So bye bye. Goodbye.